I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Look at this hijab. Shh, I better be quiet. You know when you're like every single little thing gets on your nerves? All that racket is Julia. I don't know why I'm such a bee sometimes. Okay, guys, strap in. Tuck in, guys. Here we go.
Strap in is right, because for the second time, we're going to hear a little boy's voice in Chantal's apartment. And we're also going to see what I believe is Chantal talking to that child. Let me set this up for you. This morning, Chantal went live. Her intention was to go out and get coffee and breakfast. She overpaid for a small coffee. She was irritated about that. She had to go to the bathroom. She decided she was just going to go back to the apartment and make her own breakfast. When she gets back to the apartment, we're going to see her talk to someone who I believe is this child, and then we're going to hear this child's voice when Chantal's in the kitchen. There's too much going on in this video, so we're going to watch some clips and talk about it as we go. Let's get started.
Was I muted or was I like not muted the whole time? I don't remember.
So when Chantal got back to the apartment, she took an unusually long time, muted and with the screen black, before she came back on and unmuted herself, and immediately and nervously asks, was I muted the whole time? Now you could make the argument that she was taking an unusually long time in the bathroom. However, what I want you to start noticing is how many times Chantal looks off to her right, towards the kitchen. It's my belief that the noises come from whatever the little boy is doing. That, again, we're going to hear him soon. This is the same little boy that we heard a few months ago. I will link that video down in the description if you haven't watched that yet. Let's get back and see what happens next.
The AC, my fan. I was muted. But yeah, it's the flavor is really good. It's nice and cold. It's like a nice mild iced coffee flavor. Just for the cup, Melly, I know. I need breakfast. It's so small, I know. Okay, what for breakfast? No, I'm making breakfast. I said it a million times. My stomach is topsy-turvy these days. I don't feel like eating junk food. Like, I don't feel like eating fast food breakfast or like a chocolatey, like just carbs, like croissant, avocado toast. I don't have any avocados. I can't afford avocados.
In the next clip, watch how Chantal turns her camera away from the kitchen and more towards the window. I believe she was doing that so we wouldn't accidentally see whoever this little child is. Now I know a few of you might be saying, eyelash, come on, this is a stretch, this is too much. Just hang with me and watch, because we're going to hear this little boy's voice. Hold on.
I'm kidding. Dang, I'm only joking around, Carolina. I'm only kidding, Judy. Make eggs? I'm gonna make boiled eggs. Homemade food always tastes better. Yeah, it does. Unless you can't cook for shit. No, like, okay, listen, here's the thing. These are gonna go in the air fryer, these potatoes, okay? They're not gonna be deep fried. And anyways, listen, a potato is a potato, okay? I don't know why we limit, okay, people will have deep fried breakfast potatoes because they're in a cube form, and that's totally fine. But a French fry, nope, not a breakfast food. Why are humans like this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have like just a bunch of breakfast food. What time is it? Okay, I'll be right. Give me 1 sec.
At this point, her chat's getting irritated because she keeps leaving and muting, and you're going to hear her address that now.
Stop leaving. I don't know. Probably not for a long while for Canada. Canada Beeze.
She's getting more nervous, that little Canada Beeze, and now we're going to see a fake yawn, a totally fake yawn, which she does as a filler when she doesn't know what she's going to say next because she's nervous.
I can't turn the oven, stove, nothing. I can't believe it's not butter. If it's not butter, what is it then? Chemicals? Does it taste like butter? I have not made breakfast yet. Breakfast.
Now remember, just a couple of minutes ago, she wanted to step away, but she didn't when her chat started saying, "Stop leaving us." I know that's a little hard to tell because there's been some cuts. I'm just cutting out saying hello to Beezers and other meaningless chit-chat. But notice here, her eyes looking off towards the kitchen, and we are about to see our first big hint that this child is home with her.
Hold on.
She has not mentioned Salah being in the apartment since she's been back, but she's muted herself to talk to someone. She's covering her mouth so we don't see what she's saying. But notice when she's talking to a person, she is speaking down from her sitting position. Salah is 6 feet tall. When she mutes herself and covers her mouth, she looks up at him. She's looking down and, in my opinion, talking to whoever this child is. Probably Salah's son, but some small boy. She is so irritated. My guess is that she asked this little one to be quiet, and he's not being quiet. And now you're really going to start hearing the noises coming from the kitchen or the kitchen area, the hallway. Just start listening for the noises.
Thank you, Kristen. I'll have to see if they have that here. You know? Oh. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I messed up my bagel, so I have to have I'm gonna have a probably pita bread. I don't know. Usually a silent watcher? Cool.
She can't take it anymore. She finally gets up and leaves. And now we'll hear this little one.
Okay, I'll be right back, hey? Give me 2 minutes.
She goes in the kitchen to make herself breakfast. Beezer's going to start asking, "Why can't you just take the camera where we can see you?" She's going to respond to that in a minute. But what I want you to notice right now is Julia is still laying on the treadmill. In a minute, Julia's going to get up and go in the kitchen, and this is really an important part. Let's listen.
Do I want a bagel? My kitchen is a little messy.
Has a messy kitchen ever stopped Chantal from taking us with her? No. What you're going to hear next is Chantal asking Julia what she's doing and a sweet little boy saying hi to Julia.
What are you in here? What are you?
Did you hear him? Once again, Julia is the one to out Chantal. It was Julia that the little one was talking about last time, and it's Julia that he was saying hi to this time. Not sure? Let's go to the instant replay and listen one more time.
Why are you in here? What are you?
Good job, Julia. And let me just say to whoever is leaving a small child in the care of Foodie Beauty, because I don't think Salah's there. She hasn't mentioned him at all. What are you thinking? Like, do you know anything about Chantal? Who would leave a young child alone with Chantal to take care of? Chantal can't even take care of her own damn self. Anyway, she's going to come back on camera and she is going to be really irritated. The sounds will continue and she will start making snide comments about how irritated she is, and every time she does, she will look in the direction of the hallway or the kitchen, wherever this little one is.
Shit, a needle fell on the ground. I'm just like overwhelmed. Like, I hate having a lot to do. Well, what happened to my bagel? I nuked it too long and now it's hard as a rock because it was frozen. I kind of wasted it. Yes, chores. My house is disarray a little bit. Everything was like dirty that I needed to use to make this breakfast, and it was pissing me off. Like,
There were more examples after this of Chantal's irritation with this little one, but I think we've seen enough. I'm going to leave you with one more hint that there was a child in the apartment with her. Chantal goes and changes her hijab because obviously the one she's had on the majority of the time was bothering her. She comes back in her red one, and then she's going to show us how she and Julia play chase up and down the hall. Have we ever seen her run up and down the hall with Julia before? Absolutely not. She's doing this, in my opinion, to distract from the noises that are going on. That's where we're going to end it. I appreciate all of you who have watched this video and certainly who have made it this far. I typically don't make them this long, but this was a big one to unpack. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the 5,500 subs. That's amazing. As always, I'll see y'all in the comments.